Hello and welcome to the Codcast. My name's Andrew Snaith and I'm with you for the next half hour. We're going to be talking Whitby Town as always, and I'm pleased to say we've got a newcomer to the Codcast, our very own club shop operative himself, George Osbourne. Welcome, George.
Thank you very much. Good evening to you.
Nice to have you with us, George. Now, of course, this is an opportunity for you to tell us about some of the fine products you've got on sale in the club shop.
Now, if this was the BBC, I'd probably be accused of advertising and cut off in midstream, but seeing as it's for the good of Whitby Town, we've just received a new stock of home and away shirts, so we're fully stocked in that regard.
Yeah.
And we received a bag of Sunderland shirts, mainly in children's sizes, which is very unusual.
Oh, okay.
They're all very good condition. They go on to our used shirt boutique rail, and are available at very moderate prices.
Yes, George, and also I gather you've got some special badges with significance to the World Cup in South Africa.
Yes, we, courtesy of a long-distance fan who lives in South Africa, he sent us a stock of enamel World Cup badges, and I've certainly not seen them on sale over this side of the world. They're going for £3 each. Mm-hmm. I don't think you'll get them any cheaper if the FA get their hands on them. They're very, very good quality. All aspects of the World Cup are covered. Jules Rimet trophy, cartoon characters, a bit like World Cup Willie 1966.
And talking of badges, George, our very own Danger Mouse.
Yes.
A regular, of course, regular supporter. Now, he's been, I believe he may be designing some new badges to take in more of the playing squad. Is that right?
That's what we're hoping to do, yeah. We'd like to get some badges of each player made, and hopefully they'll take off with the kids, particularly for collectors, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's very keen, he's very helpful, and he's very supportive of the club.
Absolutely.
And nothing, he charges us nothing for them, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Anything that we make on them goes for the to the profits of the club.
Excellent. I was going to say, George, did you used to collect anything like that when you were a kid? Because I used to do football cards, pro set cards, and of course many a sticker album. Well,
I was into badges, but that got too huge. It really did. I had about 400, and they all went the way of all flesh. But I've always collected football shirts, not the Man Uniteds and the Newcastles of this world, but more the non-league and the Scottish Third Division and so on. And I've got about 350 of those. But don't say anything to Maureen, because she does get annoyed when the wardrobe door won't close. eBay has a lot to answer for. Can I say one thing before I forget? Anything that we've got in the shop we can provide through the post.
Okay, George.
In fact, many of our sales are through the post, and not everybody can come to see us. But the website is very, very well run by Craig, and we've got a lovely page for the shop. Yeah. All the items we've got on sale, just about all, are illustrated, and if anyone's interested, all they've got to do is get in touch with us.
Okay, George. Of course, that's www.whitby-town.com, the official website, and I believe there's a club shop link.
That's on it, on the left-hand side. Yeah. I'm sure anyone who's computer literate will probably, well in advance of me, will find it with no problem at all.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for the opportunity, Goose. Take care.
George Osbourne there from the club shop, and I'm pleased to say that the Whitby Town manager, Harry Dunn, is joining us. Hello, Harry.
Hello, Andrew.
Nice to have you with us, Harry. Yes, unfortunately, it was a far from nice result last night against North Ferriby.
No, disappointing, Andrew, I've got to say. Obviously, we were going to be up against it, because just with the injury situation we've got at the minute and what have you, but I think the disappointing aspect was the 2 goals for me. I felt they were both poorly, from our point of view. If it'd been 2 cracking moves or 2 great shots, then you hold your hands up and say fair enough. But I felt they were both should have been stopped. And having said that, I felt at times we were second best, and sometimes you've got to admit it on the night.
Okay, Harry. Of course, not helped by the, I think it's fair to call it an injury crisis at the moment.
Yeah, we're having a bit of a struggle. Ash Five and Aki and Jed were all out. Alex Gildea struggled a little bit at times with injuries and what have you. And the good news we did get, or I felt we got on Tuesday, was when Cammy said he'd been out for a run and he felt okay, and in view of the situation we were in, he was quite prepared to give it a go, and did the warm-up okay, looked all right, and then within 5 minutes, obviously, it caused him a major problem. So, it was a big blow. We had to throw Liam Gildea on, who's been working solidly for a fortnight on the rigs, and he's had quite a long drive, and we would probably been looking at putting Liam on for the last 20 minutes, but unfortunately we had to toss him on after 5 minutes, and we didn't look effective at all last night.
What's your assessment of North Ferriby, Harry?
I thought they were all right. I mean, I think the system, they've obviously done the homework on us, and they've come and played with just a 9 up front, and then the 3 midfield players bombing on all the time. And to be fair, we never really got to grips with it, Andrew. And to be honest, I was quite happy when we came in at nil apiece at half time. And I looked at last night's game, and you think, well, I think had we gotten a point out of it, I'd been more than happy.
I was going to say, Harry, to be fair, I would have probably been fairly pleased with the point myself, actually.
Yeah, I think they look the useful outfit, which obviously they are. But it was just, I thought we'd done well to come in at nil apiece. We'd said at half time we've got to get tighter on the midfield 3, just cut the mistakes out, keep a little bit better possession. I thought we did quite well first 10-15 minutes, and then they've got to throw in on our left hand side, and we've allowed them loads of time to put the ball in the box, and the lads just snuck in between Ibby and I don't know if it's Kevin or not, and got a header in, and then after that you're basically chasing the game. And as I say, the second goal was just a nondescript free kick into the box, and we just haven't gone with a lad that's made the run and he's got the header in. We haven't been able to keep it out, but disappointing from the respect where I would certainly have settled for a point, which sometimes you've got to in the situation you're in. But very disappointing in the goals we conceded.
Okay, Harry. Now going back to matters at the other end, with our own strikers suffering so many injuries. Can you tell us a little bit more about Elliot Gardner, who of course made his debut for us on Wednesday night?
I thought, to be fair to me, he struggled a little bit first half, which obviously was going to happen because he's never met anybody. He'd never seen the only one he knew out of anybody within the club was Ibby, because he played with Ibby at Chesterley Street last season. So it was always going to be difficult for him. Although I did, when I met him on Monday night and signed him and had a good chat with him, I did actually give him the team what I thought would probably play on Wednesday, with a formation with everybody's name down and the numbers, and then obviously it was with thinking that Ash was going to be fit and that Cammy wasn't going to be fit, and then it turned around the opposite way. But just to give him a little bit insight into names and numbers and what have you. But he's played for Aycliffe in the second division of the Northern League, and we've had 1 or 2 good reports about him from people who watch games for us. And he's only 21. He's quite athletic. I thought he got better as the game went on. I thought he held the ball quite well up for us, and I think he's one for the future.
Okay, Harry, and will Elliot be the only striker you're bringing in, or are you looking at other players too?
Oh, we're looking at others. I mean, on Monday, I spoke to Chrissy Turner at Hartlepool and asked him about Michael Mackay, because to be fair, Hartlepool haven't got an awful lot of striking options neither, because Brown's been injured and they've just brought Donovan in from Sunderland. So I thought I would give Chris a ring just on the off chance of seeing whether we could do anything in regards of bringing Mackay in on at least just for a month's loan. And to be fair to Chris, I mean, he's a smashing fella. He's helped us out in the past, and he would have no problem with that. But it was just when he obviously spoke to the lad and got back to us that Michael didn't really fancy playing at our level. He feels he's good enough to play at the higher level, obviously in the Football League, and he didn't want to drop down to our level. So it wasn't. It was a non-starter due to the player, certainly not the club or the manager.
Okay, Harry. Have you spoken to any other league clubs, perhaps Steve Staunton at Darlington?